As in other German concentration camps, also in Auschwitz there was a crematorium for burning prisoners' corpses. Crematorium at Auschwitz I was established by the camp authorities in a former pre-war military storage. It had been in operation since August 15, 1940, when the first attempt to burn corpses was carried out there. The crematory ovens with 2 retards were supplied by the Topf und Sonne company of Erfurt. A total of 3 such devices were installed there. The prisoners employed in this crematorium were not initially part of a special work unit, so-called Sonderkommando. In the camp documentation, they were referred to as Krematoriumheizer, that is, crematorium stokers.
In early September 1941, on command of Deputy of the head of the camp, Lagerführer, SS Hauptsturmführer Karl Fritsch, the SS men murdered some 600 Soviet prisoners of war and 250 sick Poles into the basement cells of Block 11. This was the first attempt of mass killing people by gas Cyclone B, which took place in the camp. Soon, in autumn 1941, the camp authorities decided to adopt morgue situated in the Crematorium 1 building, provisional gas chamber. To this end, 4 holes were punched in the ceiling of the room, and the drop-ins were overbuilt, securing them with metal covers sealed with felt. In the Auschwitz I gas chamber, the Germans murdered the first groups of Jews sent to the camp for extermination, several groups of Soviet prisoners of war, and sick prisoners selected from the camp hospital. Inside Crematorium 1, Poles, sentenced to death by a German summary court, were also executed.
With the increasing number of transports of Jews deported for extermination, in the spring and summer of 1942, 2 more provisional gas chambers were set up at Auschwitz II-Birkenau, the so-called Little Red and Little White House. It was there that the camp authorities moved the operation of mass murder of Jews gradually, ceasing to use the first gas chamber. The last known case of killing there by gas took place in December of 1942. After the completion of 4 new crematoria and gas chambers at Auschwitz II-Birkenau, the incineration of corpses in Crematorium 1 was stopped in July of 1943. The building was then converted into a warehouse and later into an air raid shelter for the SS hospital located next door. The ovens, chimney and some of the walls were demolished and holes in the ceiling were bricked up. Shortly after the war, a partial reconstruction was carried out. Using the original surviving elements, among other things the chimney, and 2 furnaces were reconstructed, as well as several holes in the gas chamber ceiling.